Welcome back everyone. Today here I have the Aztec deck with me. It came out last year, so it was a very popular deck and a lot of people are looking to buy it and they don't know if they should. They're worried about, the line, the specs or whatever. So I'm going to do a review for you guys and you guys can decide for yourself if it'd be a good deck for you. So let's get right into it. So first off, there's two types of colorways you can get. You can get this one right here, the ivory color, or you can also get the black color. It's like a matte black. Now let's talk about the specs. So it's a 5 wide deck. You have two options. Both options are going to be 5 wide, but the length is the difference. One is going to come 19.5 long and the other one is going to come 20.5 long. I have the 20.5 long with me right now. Now the weight. Yeah, a lot of people are wondering about the weight. If you guys are getting the 19.5 by 5 wide, it's going to be 2 pounds. And if you guys are getting the 20.5 by 5 wide, it's going to be 2.3 pounds. So there's not a lot of a difference. It's just an inch longer in the back. Doesn't add a lot of weight. So that's pretty good. It's even lighter than a Pandemonium deck. So that's really amazing. Now let's talk about the back of the deck. So here, right here, for your back wheel, you can only fit 24mm wide wheels by 120. You can also fit 110s, but 120 is the max size. This brake right here is very solid and I don't even have an issue with it. I used to break my brakes a lot, but with this one, perfectly fine. You will find with the dropouts at the back, it's a bit hard to get your wheel in. It's a bit hard to tighten them, but once you get the hang of it, it's okay. And you just don't change your back wheel as much since it's a bit hard to get in and out. Now, with a lot of people are going to be like, oh, the line, does it affect your riding? Honestly, I don't find it does. It was maybe weird at first. The feeling was different, but you get used to it. And no, your foot cannot go through the line. It's only like an inch wide. It won't do a difference. It just takes off a lot of weight. So that's it. Now the head tube angle. Well, on this deck, so you see the cutout right here to save weight. That is a 84-degree head tube angle. That means that your bars are going to be a bit more out. So the higher the angle, the lower the angle, the more in you go. So some decks are 83, 82. 83 would be like this. 82 is, the more down you go, the more in the angle gets. So the more you're going to have your bars in the stomach. So with this deck, you don't have that issue. So that's pretty good. I like it. Now, oh yeah, another thing I like a lot is the front right here. So I don't know if you guys can see well, but you see those little grooves here? It helps a lot for blunts. If you're someone that likes doing them, it helps a lot to lock in on the coping and everything, so that's pretty good. Now, if you're someone that likes doing grinding curbs, do not get this deck. It's not made for that. You're going to shred it in a month. It's very thin metal, okay? A very thin metal. So it's not made to be grinding rails all the time. Rails, okay, maybe once in a while, but I wouldn't ride rails on it all the time, and curbs, especially not curbs. As you can see, I barely rode any rails and ledges, and it's already chipping, like at the back there. It's already sharp and chipping a tiny bit, so it's not the strongest for that. It's mainly made just for park riding, air tricks, fly out tricks, anything park that doesn't include sliding and grinds. Now for the durability, I've been riding this deck for about 4 months. I made it go through a lot of slams and heavy landings and everything, a lot of impact, and it survived perfectly fine. There's no cracks, no nothing. It's in perfect condition still, so that's all good. Those are just marks from like wax of the coping and stuff, so that doesn't affect anything. And yeah, so it's a pretty nice deck. Let's now conclude with the price. Let's finish with the price. So if you're Canadian, you're buying this deck in Canada, you're going to be paying $340 plus tax. If you're in the US, you're going to be paying $250 plus tax. Some stores sell it for $260. I checked online, so around $250 plus tax would be your price. So depending on your price range, you might not, this deck might be a bit expensive, but if you're someone that is really into it and wants a lighter deck to improve faster, whatever, it does help. It is a lot lighter than what I had before, and I did land some tricks I couldn't do before with this deck. like a kickless, for example, and for example. So yeah, no, it's a very good deck. So anyways, if you guys wanted me to review something else, let me know in the comments. And until next time, I'm out.